Hello, friends. Welcome to your podcast for clear listening to improve your English. I'm Alex. I'm excited to share fresh ideas that make learning English enjoyable. Today, we're tackling a fascinating topic. Are you born lucky, or can you create your own luck? This episode is perfect for B1 and B2 learners who want to practice English and learn how to bring more opportunities into their lives. So, listen slowly, and let's dive into this exciting journey. Have you ever looked at someone and thought, wow, they're so lucky? Maybe they got a great job, met the perfect person, or found an amazing opportunity, while you feel stuck with bad luck. It's easy to think some people are just born lucky. But that's not the whole story. We often see other people's successes and ignore the hard work, failures, and struggles they went through to get there. When we look at ourselves, though, we focus on our own challenges and miss our wins. This is a common way our minds trick us. It's called a perceptual bias. The truth is, luck isn't something you're born with. Everyone gets opportunities and setbacks in life, but some people seem luckier because they act in ways that create more chances. Let's explore how you can make your own luck with simple habits and a positive mindset. A great example is a man who started 7 businesses in his life. He worked hard, took big risks, and had huge successes, like becoming a millionaire once. But he also faced tough times, like going bankrupt twice. He never gave up, even after big failures. After years of ups and downs, he sold his last business and retired to a quiet life in rural Texas. Then, something incredible happened. They found oil on his land. Was this just random luck? I think it was more than that. His years of trying new things, taking risks, and staying open to possibilities put him in a place where this opportunity could happen. It's like planting lots of seeds. Some don't grow, but one might turn into something amazing. This story shows that luck often comes from your actions, not just chance. So, how can you make your own luck? The first way is to be a social butterfly. Research shows that people who seem lucky connect with lots of different people. They don't just talk to their close friends, they chat with strangers, go to events, and build a big network of contacts. I think this is a fantastic habit because the more people you know, the more doors open for you. For example, imagine you're at a local event, like a book club or a community fair, and you start talking to someone new. That person might tell you about a job opening, introduce you to a friend, or share an idea that changes your plans. I heard about someone who got a great job because they struck up a conversation with a stranger at a coffee shop. Another person met a business partner at a random party they almost skipped. Being open and friendly creates more chances for good things to happen. The second way is to take risks and try new things, even if they seem a bit unusual or scary. Lucky people don't always play it safe. They say yes to new experiences, even if they might fail. For example, if you sign up for a painting class, even though you've never painted before, you might not become an artist, but you could meet someone who offers you a project or learn a skill that helps you later. I think taking risks is exciting because you never know where they'll lead. Failures are okay. They often open new paths. For instance, someone I know moved to a new city for a job that didn't work out. It felt like a failure at first, but that move led to meeting their best friend, who helped them start a small business. Another person joined a public speaking club on a whim and ended up getting a promotion because they improved their confidence. Taking small risks, like trying a new hobby or attending an event, can create unexpected opportunities. The third way is to make the most of every opportunity. Researchers studied successful companies and found they don't get more lucky breaks than others. They just use them better. This is called return on luck, or ROL. For example, a young businessman got a chance to work on a computer project in the early days of technology. He stayed up for weeks, skipped classes, and worked non-stop to make it a success. That project became a huge hit because he gave it everything he had. I think this shows that luck isn't enough. You need to act fast and work hard when a chance comes. If you get an opportunity, like a new course, a small project, or a chance to volunteer, don't wait. Jump in and give it your best effort. Even bad luck can turn into something good if you handle it well. For example, a company that lost a big client used that time to create a new product, which became their biggest success. The fourth way is to stay optimistic and expect good things to happen. People who believe in positive outcomes notice more opportunities. For example, if you go to a job interview thinking, "I can do this," you'll feel confident and perform better. But if you think, "I'll probably fail," you might miss a chance to shine. Optimistic people see possibilities where others see problems. For instance, if you don't get a job you wanted, an optimist might think, "This means something better is coming." I think being positive is like wearing glasses that help you see opportunities clearly. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about believing you can find a way through them. Research shows that optimists are more likely to try new things and succeed because they expect good results. For example, someone who applied for a competition and lost still felt proud for trying and later won a different contest because they didn't give up. To put these ideas into action, start with small steps you can take today. First, try talking to one new person this week, like a neighbor, a classmate, or someone at a local event. It might feel awkward at first, but even a short chat can lead to something big. Second, say yes to something new, like joining a club, trying a hobby, or attending a workshop, even if it feels a bit scary. Third, when an opportunity comes, like a chance to learn a skill or help with a project, give it your full effort. Don't let it slip away. Finally, try to stay positive, even when things don't go as planned. If a plan fails, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "What's the next step?" For example, if you don't pass a test, think, "I'll study differently next time." I think these small changes can help you create more lucky moments over time, like planting seeds that grow into something big. To finish, you're not born lucky. You make your own luck. By connecting with people, taking risks, making the most of opportunities, and staying positive, you can create more chances for success. Luck isn't about waiting for good things to happen. It's about building them yourself. Start today with one small step, and you'll see more doors open in your life. I think this approach can change how you see luck and help you achieve your goals. Thank you for listening to Learn English in Real Life today. I hope this slow and clear episode helped you practice your English and learn how to make your own luck. Share it with a friend. Keep practicing, keep learning, and see you next time.